Before continuing on with where I left off yesterday, let me just repeat my brief intro for any new folks today. And that is, for anyone unfamiliar how this works, every year I read through the 5,000 articles published on human nutrition so you don't have to. Every year the talk is brand new, because every year the science is brand new. I then combine the most interesting, most groundbreaking, the most practical results into a quiz show format. In moments I'm going to ask everyone to stand up. We will play a few games. Pull back the curtain. If you get the answer right, you get to remain standing. If you get the answer wrong, you have to sit down. And we'll keep going and see who the last person is standing. And the last person standing each round will win a brand new CD-ROM created containing 1,000 of the latest, greatest scientific articles on nutrition, your own personal nutrition library on a disc. It is not for sale. You have to win. All right. First up. Oh, that's not what I had. This is because I was unable to complete everything I wanted to get through yesterday, so some of my other thing of notes, but it will come to me. Consider the Kuna Indians. This is me improvising, but I think I'll get it right. The Kuna Indians live off islands off of Panama, one of the healthiest populations on the planet, actually. They have about 10 times less heart disease, 10 times less cancer than those rest of us living in the Western world. But it's not their genes. They moved to the mainland and started eating like us, and their chronic disease rates skyrocket. Scientists, however, don't think it's what they eat, but what they drink. The Cook Indians drink 5 cups a day or more of which of these following drinks, which gives them such longevity, we think. Let's get everyone up to answer this question. What is their secret? Is the secret that they drink acai berry juice? Is the secret because they drink cocoa, yerba mate out of a gourd, quechua, which is a fermented drink made out of quinoa sprouts, or spirulina? So let's go through with, you only get to choose one with a show of hands. Who thinks it's the acai berry juice? Raise your hand. Who thinks they're so healthy because they drink lots of cocoa? Who thinks it's because they're drinking mate? Who thinks quechua? And who thinks pond scum? It is. All right. And the answer is that it is... Oh, and it's not because they keep such cute pigs. The answer is they drink, in this tropical climate, more than 5 cups a day of cocoa. It's yerba mate actually increases cancer risk, and there's no such thing as quechua. I just made it up. Alright, I'm still off my notes, but let's see what's next, shall we? There was a major international scientific conference recently on chocolate, which answered the question why we like chocolate so much. Apologies, a little technical, but they concluded that we can therefore conclude that we like chocolate because it tastes so nice. That's it. A recent Yale study of acute dark chocolate ingestion. Sounds tasty. And what they found in this study was that the fat in chocolate is bad, cocoa butter. The sugar in chocolate is bad, sugar. But the cocoa solid, the cacao solid itself, which is sold as cocoa powder, is wonderful stuff, leading the American Heart Association to recently conclude that the cocoa itself can be recommended without hesitation. What's next? What about, but which is healthier? Regular cocoa or Dutch processed cocoa? Of those remaining standing, who thinks regular cocoa is better? Who thinks it's the Dutch cocoa? All right, well, this is cocoa, and this is processed cocoa. And when you process any food, you remove nutrients. So regular cocoa is healthier. Significantly, about twice as many antioxidants compared to regular cocoa. Sleep. The amount of sleep we get is also related to cancer risk. But how much is enough and is more better? A study just this year found what appears to be the magic number of hours to sleep to decrease stroke risk, heart disease risk, and cancer risk. Was the optimum number of hours to sleep 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, or 10 hours? And for those of you thinking, what about 12? No. 2, maximize health and longevity. How many people think it's 6 hours? How many people think 7? How many people think 8? 9? 10? Well, it's not 6. And it's not 10 either. It's not 8. The optimum amount of hours to sleep on average every night to live longest is 7. According to this important new study this year. How many people we still got standing? Wave your arms. It's hard to see some people standing up. This kids can't find seats. Okay, we still got about a dozen folks up. Next up. I'm back on my notes. What about moderate alcohol consumption? 1 to 2 drinks a day. Now everyone agrees that both heavy alcohol consumption and binge drinking, even if really infrequent, is bad. And any alcohol during pregnancy, bad. But the reason moderate alcohol consumption has been such a conundrum is that if you look at our top 3 killers here in the United States, moderate alcohol can reduce the risk of heart disease, but increase the risk for cancer. It increases the risk of one type of stroke, hemorrhagic stroke, but decreases the risk of another type of stroke, of occlusive stroke. All right. So, what does this mean overall? 1 to 2 drinks a day. Oh, I can tell I just got back from Britain. Right. This is for the average American. It's actually the same day. Sorry about that. Moderate alcohol intake for the average American. What do you think? Anyone want to shout out any advice for remaining contestants? Harmful, harmless, or helpful?
Drink up.
All right, for the average American, 2 drinks a day. Who says harmful? Raise your hand. Who says harmless? Who says helpful? Actually, live longer if you drink it. All right. Actually, I think I went through these. So harmful, harmless, or helpful, and the answer is helpful. Actually, for the average American, 1 to 2 glasses increases one's body. Okay. Now that was for the average American. But what about